Yeah, whoops. Misclick. Look at that, that's my desktop. I accidentally switched to it. Ugh. 3 truly is a crowd. Ugh. I just don't care enough. About Tower of Fantasy. Like, yeah, sure, it does stuff better, like the exploration, and I guess you could say the combat's a bit better. But the world itself is not interesting to explore in, even if traveling around may be better. And, most importantly, the story, I'm just not fucking interested in it. I could give less than 2 shits. Maybe if I started a little later playing Tower of Fantasy actually, where there's already plenty of chapters, like Honkai had, since it's already been 4 years old by the time I started playing. And I could reasonably have been able to rush through all the plot points and get to the interesting bit, quote unquote. No, I'm gonna continue the main story now. Because Honkai started off quite boring too. But then it just kept ramping up. And before I knew it, I was hooked in the stupid, shitty-ass shonen protagonist style, shonen anime style storytelling.
Here we are. It's also fairly close to where I've been staying.
It looks really nice.
Gotta check the recording since this is a pretty important recording.
Not at all. Just tell me more about your adventures when you next get the chance.
That's Paimon's specialty. Paimon can tell you stories next time.
So what's gonna happen tomorrow?
Oh, if you don't mind, how about we all walk around together tomorrow?
It's a day.
All of my friends will be working the festival, and Dia is still insisting on her covert protection.
Yeah. It'll be pretty hard to relax and enjoy the festival if Dia's constantly hovering over you, right?
Sure.
Then let's meet at the nearby bazaar first thing tomorrow morning. Have a great night.
It's a deal. Good night, Dunyarzad.
I may be too excited to fall asleep tonight. See you tomorrow.
Paimon started to really look forward to the Sub-Zero festival too. Will there be lots of yummy food? Oh no. Thinking about food is just gonna keep Paimon up all night. The earlier we sleep, the better. Let's go inside, traveler. Did we oversleep? We should go meet Dunyarzad right away.
Let me switch my team. Yanfei's really good. I wanna play as her some more.
Ready for trial.
And I'm probably fine with this team, but... I'll do Ganyu as well.
What are my orders?
Yeah, Ganyu would be better with Changling. Otherwise, Barbara's a freeze comp. And even she isn't all that useful. Oh well. Ganyu will be supporting Yanfei purely. For this build. By the way, what are your stats? You get your burst so slowly. Like, could it not be any slower? Let me see if I have another Dendro. I'm pretty sure the other Dendros I had were, yeah, 3 stars. He is gonna stay really shit for a long time. In the bazaar we go. Ah, she's here.
Traveler, Paimon, I've been waiting for you two.
Good morning, Dunyarzad. We must have overslept a little bit.
Not at all. I arrived early. Today is finally here. I must cherish every moment as if it were gold.
You've worked so hard for this day. You gotta enjoy it to the fullest.
You know it. It's just that, as expected, I had some trouble falling asleep last night. I'm hoping my body won't be too much of an issue today. Well, shall we? Let's start with the stalls over there. Many vendors came out of the blue to support the event, and they insisted on covering costs themselves. Let's go give them some business.
They paid for everything out of pocket? Oh, sounds like they're not in this just for the Mora.
They all said that contributing to a lively festival atmosphere is more important than money. Especially since we don't often get to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday.
Ooh, they're selling food over that way! Let's...
This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
Oh, you could tell straight away. I thought most people nowadays wouldn't know.
Mushrooms, flowers, and all kind of fruit? It's all vegetarian stuff. Aw, Paimon's a little disappointed.
Bitch.
So, what's the Haftmewa feast you mentioned just now?
It's another Sub-Zero's festival tradition. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods. Generally speaking, the most common selections were foods like Rukushifa mushrooms, lunar lotuses, Sumera roses, sunsetias, capulatas, hara fruits, and zaytun peaches.
So, the Sub-Zero festival is a vegetarian holiday?
You don't have to be a vegetarian to enjoy the spread. We just use the 7 foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the Dendro Archon.
Wait, but if that's the case, if Sumero uses vegetarian food to represent the Dendro Archon, then wouldn't the Pyro Archon's festival be full of food like roasted fowl, juicy meatballs, grilled steak?
We don't know until another
Traveler,
3 years
we
or
have
so.
to go to Natlan as soon as possible.
I hope your wish comes true one day, Paimon.
Thanks. All right, how about we also check out some of these other stalls?
Dear customers, would you like to try your hand at alchemical divination?
Well,
What's alchemical divination? Those two things sound like they'd be fun to try together.
Right? I thought the same when I first heard about it. It is said to be a mysterious craft
some
invented
Toho
by
stuff to
none
do.
other than Lesser Lord Kusanali herself.
I'll do them while
So,
the
how does
thing's
it work?
going.
It's quite simple. After you give me any 2 alchemical reagents, I'll use them to perform a random transmutation.
Sure sounds random. So random that it will probably fail.
That is precisely what we need. After the transmutation fails, your one and only diviner here will interpret the remnants.
Some alchemists there sure have a lot of time to waste on their hands thinking up bullshit practices rather than actually coming up with proper practices.
Well, according to Lesser Lord Kusanali, everything is interconnected, and all that occurs can be traced back to fate. You could say this is a pearl of old
Whoa,
wisdom.
whoa.
Why does everything sound so much more credible when Dunyarzad says it?
Wait, what? There's
Are
another
you guys
update?
working together?
So that's the true wisdom behind it. This young lady sure knows her stuff. So, how about it? Want to give it a try?
Why not? I get to actually pick. Oh, here's something funny. A flaming seaman and a cold seaman.
Okay, one moment. It's the moon.
You mean like the Moon Arcana Tarot?
Paimon wants to take a look too! Is it? It looks more like a pie that Paimon bit into.
Generally speaking, the moon signifies... It means... Wait a moment.
Oh
Is
boy,
he
he's
really
checking.
looking it up in a book?
So there are
I
people
remember
that
now.
practice it.
It means illusions and lies.
It is the
Illusions
tarot.
and lies? That sounds rather ominous.
It is the tarot meaning for moon.
Yes, but this book says that if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
He's not even trying to hide his book anymore.
Naturally, fate will only ever show you the beginning of a journey. It is up to you to forge your own ending. Oh, thank you so much. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just learning as I go.
Guess that was still pretty interesting.
Though typically, when it
Okay,
comes to
on the
divination
next
books, there's no standard.
They say the
It is
Sub-Zerus
a
Festival
scam
was very lively
practice.
a long, long time ago.
So in the end,
Large flower carriages used to parade through the city. As they
So if
headed
you buy
towards Port
2
Ormos,
books
people would
that
throw
are about the
flowers,
exact
candy,
same-
and liquor all along the way.
I'll shut up for now. Actually,
Dunyarzad's eyes are sparkling right now.
I wish I could have seen that spectacle. But if you ask me, I'm sure Nilu's Dance of Sub-Zerus will be just as impressive.
Attention! Soldiers, fall into formation if you want any Yalda candies.
It's a weird guy with a weird hat. Hey, it's Dunyarzad! Wow!
Miss Dunyarzad, the children love you even more than the Yalda candies. In the few short days it took to prepare for the Sub-Zerus festival, the children have all grown very fond of you.
The Hallowed Night of Flowers. It's an honor that you know my name.
Attention! In the name of Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, I commend you on your contributions to the glorious Sub-Zerus festival. All right, little soldiers, take your Yalda candies and don't forget your loyalty to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dismissed!
Yes, Knight Ferris!
yeah, the tower. I wonder if I'll do it
What is going on here?
once I get an
Ferris,
EX
the Night of
character.
Flowers
Maybe.
is another Sub-Zerus festival icon, and one immensely popular with children. In the past, the actor portraying Ferris would also sit on a flower carriage.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can make such wonderful memories today.
As are we to you, Vihar.
Oh, not at all. Oh, speaking of tradition, do you want some Yalda candies? They're a festival staple, and I happen to have some boxes readied here. Take a look and pick whichever one you want.
Whichever one. Don't these boxes all look the same?
It's a potluck.
That is the fun part. Each box contains a random flavor. It's up to the luck of the draw. Flavors include lavender melon, hara fruit, sunsetia,
I want Sunsetia.
Ooh, those all sound pretty good.
and there's also lizard tail and oni kabuto.
Huh? What's up with those two flavors?
Oni kabuto is a little spicier than lizard tail.
Dunyarzad, you tried them before? Traveler, help Paimon pick one. Paimon wants the Sunsetia flavor.
It's a 1 in 5 chance you get the flavor that you want. And a 2 in 5 chance we get something terrible. Needless to say, I'll take those odds.
It's alright. Paimon believes in you.
I also believe in your intuition.
I've
Great.
dealt with worse
These
luck.
boxes of candy are
I've
numbered
played
1 to
Genshin
5 from
after
left to
all.
right. Which one do you want?
Number 5, because it's my favorite number.
Attention! That's unfortunately oni kabuto.
Yay.
Paimon thought you survived so many epic battles because you had incredible luck. But looks like Paimon was wrong.
How dare you
The
think?
Sunsetia flavored candy was in box number 4. How about this? The most important thing is that everyone has a good time at the festival. So please, take both boxes.
Really? Thanks a lot, Knight of Candies.
It's Night of Flowers, not Night of Candies.
Kinda. If you were just gonna
really
give us...
wilted the carriageless Knight of Flowers.
They all basically sound the same. We got our candy, so let's keep going.
Oh, actually, I just remembered that I left something behind. Since you're here, can you come with me to get it?
Sure.
Dunyarzad, you probably forgot because you're so excited about the Sub-Zero's festival.
How embarrassing.
Attention, young soldiers! Are you here to join our ranks?
As I was talking about, diviners have always been nothing more than petty scammers. And of course, if someone makes a book about divinations, it is obviously more often than not most likely just another way to scam people. More than willing to take advantage of the people who see divination as nothing more than a hobby to be enjoyed and spend a few money on, or a wholehearted believer who's just that desperate for luck.
We're too late. Who knew the little lady was such an early riser?
And since scammers are kind of selfish by nature,
Wait a minute. Boss, isn't that her?
there would obviously be no common standard
She's walking
among
right into our
people, even if
clutches.
they do share the similar scam tactics, aka similar divination
Don't
tactics
look like
like
they're up to any
tarot
good.
cards, for example.
Who are you?
If you get
I
2
don't believe
books
the Homayanis hired you.
that are both
That's
about
right.
guiding
We haven't
people to use
received
the
any of their
tarot.
mora, but I wonder how much the Homayanis would shell out to get you
They'll
back.
both come out completely differently.
Traveler, hurry and protect Dunyarzad.
Haha, I've done this before.
Hey, did you scumbags even consider that the Homayanis might have hired a merc that outclasses you?
You're Dia.
Or
Dia the
you can
Flame
come
Maid.
in, that's fine too.
No wonder we mercs haven't heard anything about you for so long. You sold your unruly mane to the highest bidder.
What
Don't
name?
speak so disrespectfully. My family started working with her as gratitude for her past kindness to us.
Don't worry about it, my lady. Just some friendly banter between mercs. One punch and those rabid dogs will expose themselves for what they really are.
Aren't your claws all dull by now? Don't get too cocky.
Oh no, so scary. They have
Traveler,
more
take Miss
plans.
Dunyarzad to a safe location.
No, we're gonna stay and help. There's too many of them.
I'm fine not fighting. I don't care.
You're right. All right, fine.
Please be careful, Dia.
Don't waste your time worrying about me. This is my job. Look out for yourself. After I've wiped the floor with them, I'll go find you all.
Well, have fun with them. Whoosh. If only I had Yellen. Got 60 whole seconds, wow. Literally impossible to fail. We should have princess carried her.
Dunyarzad, are you okay? You look a little pale. Are you in shock?
Yeah, I'm fine. My body always reacts like this whenever I exert myself too much.
You sure you're okay?
Not sure if I'm
I'll
being
be fine
helpful
after
here,
some
but have you
rest.
ever considered
I'm more worried
exercising?
about Dia. After all, none of this would have happened if I hadn't insisted on coming out today.
She knew what she was in for.
Yeah, don't worry.
I didn't get 3 stars.
My lady, Traveler, found ya.
Dia, you took care of them so fast.
Any more of them? Or rather, did anyone follow you?
Nah.
Dia, your arm!
Oh, this? I'm fine. It's just a scratch. Normally, they wouldn't have been able to land a hit on me at all, but I'm still getting used to this new greatsword.
You're a claymore user?
Please, let me take a closer look.
Come on, it's nothing. Us mercs aren't as fragile as you think.
Hold on, you said something about a new greatsword. What happened to the one you were using before?
About that. Well, I sold it, because I was low on Mora. Stuff like this happens every now and then.
Really?
It can't be. The anonymous donation that was used for the venue's final round of preparations?
Hey, Miss Dunyarzad, I wasn't trying to make you cry. I'm not gonna lose my commission because I made my employer cry, am I?
Okay, making your employer cry won't affect your commission, but selling your weapon without permission and getting hurt? I'll have to reevaluate your performance.
You're so unreasonable, my lady.
Thank you very much, Dia.
Don't
Was it
be
a
like
5
that.
star?
I
It
get
better not have
embarrassed
been a
really
5
easily.
star. Oh my god, I can't fucking pass this using auto.
Are you feeling unwell again, Dunyarzad?
My lady,
Time to
your
do
condition.
this manually, I suppose.
Traveler, can you take her somewhere to rest? I'll look around the area to make sure we're safe from an ambush.
Makasete.
Truly, I'm sorry for the trouble, everyone.
Oh my god, they disabled power usage. For 5 turns. Okay, I know exactly what to do in this situation.
Are you feeling better, Dunyarzad?
Yes, much better. Just give me a few moments and I'll be good to go.
What exactly do you have?
I didn't realize you were concerned about it. I guess I shouldn't continue to keep it a secret.
There is no
I was
reason.
actually born with Elazar. It's terminal now.
Oh.
Can't believe it's Elazar.
Oh, you've already heard of Elazar. In that case, you probably know about its severity. Sumeru's current medical advancements still haven't been able to find a cure. The disease's progression can only be delayed through environmental therapy.
Dunyarzad.
There's no need to be sad. I've always lived with Elazar, and I came to terms with it a long time ago. Compared to the simple fact that I'm afflicted with this, its effects on my life have been much more painful. I know that my family loves me dearly. They've done all they can to provide the best environment for me so that I can live for that much longer. However, I know I will one day succumb to this.
It just so happens you have a shorter lifespan than others. It's nothing to cry about.
Did you know? Before I ran away from home this time, the world outside of my home didn't even know that I existed. Since I was a child, all I could do was sit on my bed and stare at everything outside of my window. I'm sure my family's worried and disappointed in me for running away, but I just didn't want to have any regrets. I wanted to meet other people. To me, there's nothing more beautiful than being able to meet and speak with others. Not to mention the incredible time spent preparing for the festival. The joy on everyone's faces here, and all the support I've received from friends like Dia. This way, when my final day does arrive, it will be less sorrowful. At the very least, many people will remember that I once existed in this world, right?
I suppose leaving a mark is important to many.
As long as you don't forget Paimon, Paimon also won't forget about you. No, even if you forget Paimon, Paimon will still remember you.
Thank you two so much.
Calm down, she doesn't
I
have
apologize
Alzheimer's.
for the depressing conversation. This is out of character for me. To be honest, Lesser Lord Kusanali gave me the courage to do all of this. If it weren't for her encouragement, I wouldn't have taken that first step.
You were already strong before.
Thanks. There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
Sure. I don't mind
All right.
regrets.
Isn't it almost time?
Huh? Almost time for what?
Isn't the Dance of Sub-Zeros about to begin? It's the part of the festival that I've been looking forward to the most. Nilu will recreate that legendary scene with her most splendid dancing. And the Sub-Zeros festival will conclude amid everyone's applause and blessings. And with that, my wish will also...
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go to the stage!
Yeah, we should still make it in time.
I say the best mindset you can have in your life is to just live. No need to be happy, no need to be fulfilled.
Were you not aware that the
Just
law
be.
prohibits this type of performance from taking place without prior permission?
Over there!
Breh.
Someone's yelling at Nilu!
Party poopers.
I think I just saw the Academia's Grand Sage. Why is he here in person?
But the Dance of Sub-Zeros is one of the key parts of the Sub-Zeros festival. If we can't perform it...
The Sub-Zeros Festival. The law also prohibits the private hosting of large-scale religious festivals. Only the Academia can host such an event. If
Capitalism.
you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
How did things turn out like this?
The Academia was originally responsible for the Sub-Zeros festival, but they failed this responsibility for many years. I need to speak with them.
I say you should calm down first.
This is a hard pill to swallow, but you're right. Things would only get worse.
Art, dance.
Aren't you ashamed of pursuing such frivolous and meaningless activities in this land of knowledge and reason? Our Archon created the utopia that is Sumeru City for all scholars who sought validity, verity, and truth, while people like you wish to defile it.
No. I believe that our Archon never rejected the arts. Even the goddess of flowers dedicated a dance to her.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What
That's
you
an
should be doing is
ad
finding
hominem, and
workers to tear down
you
this
should have enough
ridiculous eyesore.
intellectual credentials, air quotes, to know that you
When we
fucking
return,
idiots.
have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyargarbaha Day that prohibits public art performances. We will announce it to the public later via the Akasha.
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
The Sub-Zeru's festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
Nilu, are you okay?
Oh, Dunyarzad. You all saw that just now? The Grand Sage ordered us to stop the performance.
Where's the
Yeah.
part where that's our problem?
Let's go somewhere the academia can't find us and perform there. But how do we let everyone know? And what about the atmosphere on the stage? Or we could get people to block them off so they can't interrupt the performance. No. They just threatened to investigate the organizers. If we were caught...
Nilu, it's all right. Don't worry about it.
But you've been looking forward to the Dance of Sub-Zero so much, and I know how important this festival is to you. I don't want you to have any regrets.
It's okay. Seeing you care this much about my feelings is more than enough. It would be too risky to continue the Sub-Zero's festival at this point. I don't want to get everyone in trouble.
If you say so. But you can sneak out for the next Sub-Zero's festival, right? We'll make sure the next one is a smashing success.
The next one. Yes. Okay. It's a promise. It will be a smashing success.
Black Yuki.
I can't believe this is how things turned out. Those heartless geezers.
There needs to be a change within this society.
It really is okay. There's nothing we can do about it. Still, I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Milu's dance.
Knowledge for knowledge's sake is worthless. Unless you learn to respect it.
A lot happened today. It's a shame the festival ended the way it did. Nilu and Dunyarzad promised to make the next Sub-Zero's festival a success, but Dunyarzad is running out of time. Yeah.
Unfortunately, life just do be like that sometimes.
All connections have been secured to construct the most stable framework possible.
Wait, what the fuck's happening? I wasn't staring at the screen. What the? Huh? What?
Power has
The
been
What the fuck? What?
Oh, we're gonna be late! It's all because you wouldn't get out of bed! We should go meet Dunyarzad right away!
I have a humidifier. I just realized how terrible of an idea it is to only have one bodyguard. If I weren't there, what the heck would...
Good morning, Dunyarzad. Sorry we're late.
Not at
would
all.
she have
I
dealt with
arrived
it?
early.
You seem kinda
If she
tired.
ran
Did
away
you not
just
get enough
as
sleep?
ordered. But
I'm
then there
doing
was
well.
another one
There's no
waiting
need
for
to
ambush
worry.
anyway.
Shall we go? Let's start with the stalls over there.
Sure. Traveler, why are you just standing there? Let's get going.
I just had the weirdest wet dream.
Ooh, they're selling food over that way. Let's go take a look.
We automatically walk when we're near
This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
You are quite well informed, miss. I thought most people nowadays wouldn't know.
Wait a minute!
Plants! Oh, Paimon's a little disappointed.
Wait a minute!
What is the Haftmewa feast you mentioned just now?
It's
Wait
one of
a
the
minute.
Sub-Zero's festival's traditions. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the Dendro Arca.
Wait a minute!
Appear to be in the form of the moon.
Really? Paimon thought it looked...
Wait a minute!
The moon signifies... It's escaping me for now. Wait a moment.
Illusions!
Is he really looking it up in a book?
Oh, right. It means illusions and lies.
It means illusions!
But if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
Illusions!
Understood.
It means
I'll keep that in
illusions!
mind.
Oh, it's nothing.
Guess that was still pretty interesting. Okay. So, where to next?
This new shipment of items are also ridiculously overdesigned. So is now. Things can go on.
All right, soldiers. Now that you have your Yalt...
Yes, Knight Ferris! What's going on? Is this a play?
This
Ferris,
can't be
the Knight of
happening.
Flowers, is an
Oh, do you want some Yalta candies?
What's to pick? Ooh, how...
And there's also lizard...
What are those... Traveler, help Paimon pick one.
Great! These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right.
4 is
Which
an
one do you
unlucky number. However, I used save states, Paimon.
Ah, excellently chosen. Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
Ha! Paimon bet you had incredible luck, and Paimon was right!
Nah, I used save states. Don't worry about it though. Actually, I don't think I was the one that saved the game.
Huh? How's that possible? It's obviously random.
Don't worry about it. I'm still
Maybe
figuring
we
it
didn't
out.
sleep very well last night. Or maybe we slept too much.
Anyway, let me go take care of those stalkers for you.
Sure.
There's some people who
Where
want
are
you.
you going? You're just gonna walk off like that?
The flavor of deja vu. Wait, no, we're not gonna take care. She's gonna get ambushed. Come on, go test your hunch, Sophia.
A feeling of deja vu.
I like the first
Oh, Paimon knows what that
loop
is.
better.
It's when you feel like you've already experienced whatever is going on.
Because there we actually got 2 boxes
also
of candy
felt
rather
something
than just
like
one.
that
Even
today.
if one of them was.
That's just our brains playing tricks on us, isn't it? So
Your next
why'd
line
you
is...
run here in such a hurry? So that's it! You're intentionally doing things you usually wouldn't and seeing if you still get that same feeling of deja vu.
Welcome, you two. Are you here for lunch? What would you like to eat?
Coconut charcoal cake, why not?
Got it. You don't look like you're from these parts, but I gotta say, you've got good taste. I'll give this order to the kitchen.
Coconut charcoal cake? Isn't it that burned thing that didn't look tasty at all? Oh, Paimon understands what you're trying to do now. You'd never normally order something like this.
When who knows, when you open up your palate... That was a neat transition. What was the point of that?
Thing? Are you really gonna eat it? Isn't this going a bit too far?
Hey, they did say it's a traditional leg delicacy, you know? Who knows?
How was it? The look on your face is telling Paimon that it tasted awful.
Yep, it was actually good.
Then, you mean...
Wait a minute.
That's impossible! We were just talking about how gross it looked! So, would this be a case of taste bud deja vu?
I think this isn't just my second loop, Paimon.
Paimon also gets the impression that we've been here many times, even though we aren't regulars. How about we go out again and try something else?
Time travel shenanigans.
You just can't beat the atmosphere here.
Junior Sod's pride.
Dunyarzad is sitting by yourself on that bench over there.
About to head into the festival. Yep.
What a coincidence, Dunyarzad. We meet again. Why are you sitting here all by yourself?
Someone tried to...
I ran into some kidnappers just now, but thankfully Dia came to my rescue. I started to feel unwell after that, so I sat down here.
Kidnappers? Oh my goodness, are you hurt?
I'm okay. Dia's arm got scratched, but it isn't serious.
Whew, that's a big relief. But, Dunyarzad, you seem a little down today. It's the Sub-Zero's festival, and you've been looking forward to it so much.
Wait a minute.
No,
Why am I... Oh my god, how did I get 2 rares in just 8
Excessive
battles?
physical exertion or strong emotions tend to aggravate my illness. Besides, no matter
Anyway,
how amazing today
that's gonna be my final
it is but a
auto
single
battle.
day. After however many more days, my time will come to an end.
Hey, excuse
Paimon
me.
doesn't quite follow you, and Paimon feels like something's really got you down right now.
But you happen to have the terrible case of I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it.
It really is fine. I don't mind.
You think something's going on?
Huh? Did something happen?
An enemy stand.
Dunyarzad, have you ever felt deja vu? You know, like when you've already experienced something that's happening right now?
Deja vu? No. But my days have been the same for years now. Even if I were feeling deja vu, I suppose I would already be used to it.
Oh, Paimon sees. Then Is it only the two of us?
It's almost time.
Huh? Time for what?
Let's go.
Nilu's Dance of Sub-Zerus is about to begin. Let's go.
And then at this time, they should show up.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore. When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyagarbaha Day that prohibits public art performances. We will publicly announce it later through the Akasha.
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
The Sub-Zerus Festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
Nilu, are you okay?
Oh, Dunyarzad. The Grand Sage ordered us to stop the performance.
It's okay. There's nothing we can do about it.
But you've been really looking forward to this. I don't want you to have any regrets.
It truly is unfortunate, but I don't want to cause trouble for anyone. Didn't the Grand Sage say that he might investigate the organizers?
True, but... Well, okay. I'll just have to try again next year.
The next festival. I probably won't be around by then.
Wait, what did you just say?
No, nothing. I'll be heading back to rest. Thank you for your help, everyone.
Paimon can't believe what those heartless geezers did!
Just wanted to check the audio real quick, that's why I made those noises. Anyway, wow, who could have thought?
Did Dunyarzad already go back? We should also return and get some sleep. So, in the end, you still couldn't figure out what that deja vu feeling was all about? Maybe it really was because of exhaustion.
Let's just go to bed.
Same here. That's why Paimon stopped thinking about it halfway through the day. Then, how about we settle in and get a good night's sleep? For now, we can chalk things up to exhaustion. We can do more thinking tomorrow.
Beep.
Observing a modest drop in the output of jnana energy, but values still remain within normal parameters.
Continue to monitor for variances in the data and find the cause as soon as possible.
Why does Paimon feel so tired after so much sleep? Anyway, we should go meet Dunyarzad right away.
Because we're gonna miss the Samsara festival. Samsara? Whoops, that's the wrong religion. Anyway, loop number whatever the fuck loop we're in now. What's up, huh? Update. Okay. Something about Kole.
Dinyarzad. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Not at all. I arrived early.
Huh? Paimon thinks you sound kinda tired. Did you not get enough sleep?
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go? Let's start with the stalls over there.
Great idea! Let's get going! Traveler? Hey, Traveler?
Oh yeah, shit's happening. I've dealt with causality loops with Ball before,
It's
but
all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can enjoy the Sub-Zero's festival. Oh, are you interested in Yalda candies? I have some boxes of candy here. Pick whichever one you want.
Not much of a choice. All these boxes look the same.
It's not that simple. Each box contains a random... And there's also lizard tail...
Huh? What? She'll help me choose. Paimon wants to eat the Sunsettia flavor.
No problem. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want? Oh, I like your confidence. No hesitation at all. Oh, congratulations! Number 4 is indeed Sunsettia.
Paimon! I hate to alarm you.
Paimon knew she always had incredible luck.
Number 1 is Lizardtail, number 2 is Harfu, number 3 is Lavender Melon, and number 5 is Oni Kabuto.
Paimon's not really interested in the other flavors.
No, tell me right now.
Wait, how did you know? Don't tell me that you already knew which flavor was in each box.
What? She was right about all of them?
That couldn't have been luck. How is this possible? I packed all those boxes this morning and they've been sealed ever since. You couldn't have known beforehand.
You're right, I didn't.
Mind reading? X-ray vision? Or some kind of magic trick? This is way too freaky.
Tell us what's going on. Since when did you get superpowers?
I hate to alarm anyone here, but I think someone's messing with time. And I knew it. I didn't want to say anything, but that was Kusa. That was a fucking lolly just now. That just confirms it to me.
Hey, where are you going?
Paimon, someone's messing with time.
What's going on? Did you see something? Us leaving Dunyarzad without letting her know is kinda rude, you know.
Who cares? This day will start over anyway. Tomorrow. You seize these right now, you shitfuck. I wanna know exactly what you stand to gain from doing this. I'd rather not make assumptions. I'd rather much hear it from the horse's mouth.
What are you looking for? Why did we come here?
Is that a finch?
Traveler?
Here.
That's...
I guess you don't know the city layout that well. Although, most likely, he did this on purpose. Yo.
Look! Isn't that Dunyarzad?
Ah, I think I get what's going on now.
What's happening here? Why are there two Dunyarzads? You already know that this isn't your first Sub-Zero's festival, don't you?
Yeah?
I'm sure you already know how to use this.
Sure.
A knowledge capsule? Where did you get it? What's inside?
Elemental sight right now.
You should use it too, Paimon. You know Paimon?
Let's go.
Well, this seems kinda sketchy, but Paimon feels like this is what we should do.
It'll save her the trouble of explaining anything to us. Again, so convenient.
What the?
It's so dumb. I see.
This is our 20th time at the Sub-Zero's festival? Huh? No. The 30th? 40th? Just how many times have we been to the Sub-Zero's festival? Have we been trapped in a single day? If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have even realized. What the heck was inside that knowledge capsule? Your memories are still scrambled? Try your best to remember. This isn't the first time we've met, and I answered that question a long time ago.
I'm sure you have.
Let Paimon think. Oh, it's coming back. Meeting you was the real catalyst for restoring our memories, and the knowledge capsule was just your means of showing our minds the way. What about everyone else? Why are you only helping the two of us? Your sense of deja vu is stronger than everyone else's, yes? As for an explanation, you two received the blessing of Dendro. And you also have special, sensitive constitutions.
Oh yeah, I'm really good at smelling.
It was as if a single sheet of paper was separating those memories from your consciousness.
So how long does she have left?
A familiar question. I think this is the 7th time you asked that. As you can see, she isn't doing well. You probably sensed it too. The Dunyarzad you were just with is different from the first Dunyarzad you met. That first Dunyarzad is in front of you right now, and she doesn't have a lot of time left.
So, how do I break the time loop?
Looks like you're almost done sorting out your brain.
I'm through with this shit.
I'm Nahida.
Lies.
Good. You passed the test. What's happening? You can awaken our memories, and you seem like you know what's going on. Oh, wait. Please don't tell Paimon even you don't know. Everything in this world runs in a loop. This cycle is called the samsara.
Oh, I accidentally predicted
and
samsara.
Everyone else are all stuck inside the one-day samsara.
Yeah, the
As for
religion
the
here
truth,
is indeed based
that's
off
on
of
you to find out.
Hindu.
If you were told the truth instead of discovering it yourselves, it would literally blow your minds. I don't know how you'd be after that.
We'd
I
be
can only give you
without a
surface
head.
level help, like bits of information and subtle hints. For the rest of the time, I'll be doing all I can to slow down Dunyarzad's illness. She looks like she isn't doing well at all. Her illness gets worse after each Sub-Zero's festival. If we can break out of the samsara, I might be able to save her. But as things are right now, she's just a small bird in the sky that's about to lose its last feathers. All I can do is raise a gale to delay her fall. You sure love to use weird analogies. Analogies are wonderful tools. They let you use existing knowledge to understand unfamiliar things. Okay, so, with what you know so far, what do you think the truth is?
Let's see. What? Oh my god! When you enter a state of contemplation, you can choose any text entry to interpret it. This interpretation process involves analysis of the text entry and may yield new entries once interpreted. You may submit the text as a conclusion. Some text entries can be associated with one another. Once interpreted, select Associate. To choose the other text entry, then select Trigger Association. You can gain new text entries by performing accurate associations. If one of the text entries on the current page can be used as a conclusion, then select that entry before choosing Submit Conclusion.
My mind feels exhausted even though I haven't done too much thinking. What is going on? What's happening right now seems to have happened before. This feeling has been getting stronger and stronger.
Alright, we can start with these two.
That doesn't sound right.
Oh, I see.
The moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean?
I thought we were supposed to connect the stuff together or something.
We've already experienced the Sub-Zeru's festival many times, and the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara.
Oh, okay. Associate. Deja vu. I've just been in this place before.
That should be it. The flow of time is endlessly cycling within one single day. Grand Sage said, go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content. Did he mean something more? The moon, illusions, and lies. My mind feels exhausted, even...
A time loop. You've given similarly wrong answers in the past. A pity.
Yeah, I thought I could have done something more.
Still the wrong answer? Paimon thought that made a lot of sense. It feels like time's just repeating itself. A simple time loop can't explain some of the phenomena. You two are still missing a lot of information. Unfortunately, I can't give you any more hints.
Let's investigate.
Dunyarzad! The Sub-Zeru's festival is happening every day, but that doesn't mean we can waste an infinite amount of them. Hurry and find the truth before today's festival ends.
If we could, it wouldn't be a time loop, wouldn't it? That was a less seamless transition.
Let's think about our current situation.
I don't think trees are a good way to
Dunyarzad, we
make
have to
smooth
escape
transitions.
the samsara of the Sub-Zeru's festival.
Maybe if it were a
To do
movie
that,
where everything's pre-rendered,
we need to
but
figure
this is
out
a
what's
game.
happening. The truth. Nahida rejected the idea of a time loop, so We must have missed something, right? Paimon's memories say that we've already done this many times, but let's go talk to people again. It's more productive than sitting here and scratching our heads. Why don't we start with those stall owners?
Agreed. Spoken like a true private investigator, Paimon. Right, let's do this. Anyone messing around with time, I can't forgive. It's a shortcut to immortality.
Hey, it's you
A
guys
cheap
again.
one.
Where's your cultured friend?
Don't worry about her.
She's feeling a little unwell.
I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness of my products. I harvested them from the forest just yesterday.
Doesn't it feel like yesterday's been every day?
Huh? What brought this about? I hurried back from the forest yesterday, and I'm selling produce here today. I haven't felt anything strange.
To put it another way, if you really think about it, was yesterday truly yesterday? Did you actually come back from the forest yesterday?
What kind of philosophical nonsense is this? Are you two daydreaming?
How about you ask us how many
Didn't you know
hours
that no one
you've
dreams in
experienced
Sumeru?
today?
Go somewhere else if you want to find
If you
someone
answer
to
anything
daydream
less
with.
than 24 hours, you're wrong.
He actually has a point. Is this a dream? Is everyone dreaming?
There are no dreams in Sumer.
True. It's so weird that people here don't dream. Why is that? Anyway, if this all really were just a dream, we would have woken up a long time ago. Let's keep asking around.
Yo, Mr. Diviner in training.
Oh, it's you two. Was my
can't
divination so
believe-
accurate that you felt compelled to compliment me in person?
I can't believe divination is somehow an accepted practice within the academia. If you want to do some real divination, I know a person, but you can stop doing this mumbo jumbo bullshit. Anyway, in terms of your prediction.
Ooh, I knew it! I told you, the god's divination is highly accurate. You just hadn't fully understood its significance yet.
You could say that.
You're really excited about this, huh? That's exactly why we came back. Help us better understand it.
Help you better understand it? Well, that isn't exactly what I excel at.
No, wait, shut up. Just humor us for a moment.
Clue?
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into?
What do you suppose it means? For illusions and lies.
Huh? Hold on a second. I thought you guys just lost your wallet or fell for a scam.
You're a scam.
What you just said, are you serious? Does that kind of thing actually happen in real life?
To gods,
I
maybe.
knew you weren't going to believe it.
Marvelous.
I can tell you about
Truly
this
marvelous.
tree.
I believe you. Recall the interpretation of your divination, the moon, illusions, and lies. It really felt like an omen.
When you say it like that, the divination does sound like it's related to what's going on. Can you read any more into it?
I believe that the Archon's revelations are never more than vague hints. Anything more specific is beyond the reach of mere mortals. The book only says, if you trust your instincts and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
So that's how it is. Looks like fortune-telling is just fortune-telling. It's no good for practical problems. haven't made any progress. Who else can we talk to?
Oh, he has a point. We could be overthinking things, rather than going with our instincts.
Paimon remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think she'll brush us off again?
Well, how about we just need a bit of a bargaining chip for her to take us a bit more seriously.
Yeah, if we tap into Dia's strong sense of responsibility as a mercenary, then she'll definitely take us seriously. At this time of day, Dia's probably just finished beating up those kidnappers. Let's go find her.
Yo, Dea, good job as usual.
I'm fine, my lady. It's just a scratch.
Despite wielding a silly-ass 4-star weapon, you haven't
Paimon,
even mapped
Traveler,
refined yet.
you came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous
Yeah, I know. Good job with it. I saw the whole thing.
You saw? Then why didn't you jump in earlier? If someone was protecting Miss Dunyarzad, I could have went all out. Anyway, can you do something for me?
You want the Traveler to take Dunyarzad somewhere to rest up while you check to see if there's still any kidnappers around. Did Paimon get that right?
How did you know what I was going to say?
Word. Your next line is...
We need to say something convincing.
Dia sold her greatsword to raise additional funds. And then she was injured because she wasn't used to her new weapon. People in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon. The moon.
I really don't get how this...
What do they
The
all
tutorial
mean?
wasn't all that helpful.
My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done.
Your claymore.
Tell her, Traveler!
You were using a different sword, weren't you? And if I remember correctly, it's not even level 70 yet.
Including Miss Dunyarzad, you couldn't have known. And just now, you literally took the words right out of my mouth. What's going on?
All right, so this is the situation.
Let me show you Dunyarzad. I know she's right next to you.
It's kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the scholarly type, but we do have basic common sense.
Common sense? What is common sense? Just a bunch of pointless knowledge you were told you should always believe at the age of 5. Albert Einstein or something. I don't remember how the exact quote goes.
She's quieter than usual, uninterested in anything, and really gloomy.
Yeah, she isn't the same as before, but her parents said that this is how she was like at first.
Yeah, but this isn't her now.
I don't quite understand what you're all talking about. I'll go rest on the bench over there.
My lady, are you angry?
Don't worry about her. She'll reevaluate you later.
All right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt since you knew about my greatsword. Let's make this a quick trip. Miss Dunyarzad isn't completely safe here.
They appear to have gone the wrong way. Oh, Nanahira! I got a song for you. Be sa line niya, Teru! Boy! Wait! Baseline, line. Hi. Base, line. Pua. Baseline, line. Yes, I know. It's Nahida. I don't care.
Nahida, we brought a friend. Are you busy?
I thought I told you that it won't help to bring anyone here.
We just wanted her to see the real Dunyarzad's condition.
The real Dunyarzad? Where and who are you talking to?
I see.
Huh?
Well, information,
I
lack of
told
it.
you that you two are special. Other people can't see me or Miss Dunyarzad here.
Well, I suppose that's still information.
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
Are you a stand user too?
Wow, how perceptive. Does she have invisible antennae?
She's not
Miss
a robot.
Dunyarzad, she's lying down here, isn't she? How's she doing?
Her condition's really bad, and she's basically in a coma. How did you know she was here?
I can sense her aura.
Huh?
There are also lingering feelings of something like regret or disappointment. What happened?
Yes.
Do you believe us now? The Sub-Zero's festival has been repeating itself.
Kinda. Yes and no. Don't worry about it.
You
We
think the
understand just as
sages
much
are
as you
behind
do,
this?
which is to say none at all.
Yeah, they've always been against us. Wouldn't surprise me if they're using the Akasha to intentionally repeat the Sub-Zero's festival as a sick joke.
You have a point. Aside from the Dendro Archon, the Academia's sages are the only ones in Sumeru who could pull off something like this. Maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know.
Tell us about these stupid devices we wore.
Right! Didn't you awaken our memories using something that looked like a knowledge capsule? That means you must know something about the Akasha!
I knew something was fishy the
The
moment
Akasha relies on
they
the
put
power
them
of
on for
Gnosis
us
to
for free.
operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
A Gnosis could do that? No wonder the Akasha is so magical. It's being powered by the Gnosis of Sumeru's Archon.
Which is probably gonna get stolen
this
soon enough.
Nahida you mentioned. What did she say?
She said, and Paimon quotes, "The Akasha relies on the power of a Gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people."
Compiles the wisdom of the entire populace
literally
and grants
being
knowledge to the people.
The Akasha is all about
Wait.
What the frick's the word for it? Did you find something?
I get the grants knowledge part. That's what people have always used the Akasha for. But compiling the entire populace's wisdom? How does that work?
Yeah, the tarot.
Does she mean that
something
the
about
sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha?
No.
Oh, yeah. That sounds about right. What do you think?
Alright, I think I know.
Okay, Nahida said, "The Akasha relies on the power of a Gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people." People in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon.
Wait, could...
My mind feels exhausted, even though what's happening right now seems to have happened. doesn't...
Yeah, okay. That was a stretch. That would have been cool, I guess. Not really. Yeah, there it was.
You mean the Akasha is causing our mental fatigue? Huh. Now that I think about it, my head's been feeling unusually heavy. When the desert dwellers set off on their quest for knowledge, a sage once said, knowledge always comes at a price. Compiling
Usually
the entire
ego.
country's knowledge. You think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information from us?
I mean, I guess, but...
Who knows? The Akasha can put knowledge into our heads, so who's to say that it can't also poke around in there? We don't know any specifics.
What's the point of doing something
Someone
like
here
that?
knows how to reverse engineer this.
Just think about it. If you could combine the knowledge of every single person in Sumeru, then you can basically turn Sumeru City into a single massive brain.
The collective
This hive mind could make
consciousness.
breakthroughs
There
in
we go,
problems
that's
that
the
even
word
the
I was
smartest
looking
geniuses
for.
can't crack.
An excellent deduction. And the analogy comparing Sumeru City to a massive brain? I love it.
I know
In
you
that
would.
case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
I'm pretty sure we lost the moment we stepped foot in here, but whatever.
Yeah, I was only wearing this for show in the first place. Didn't expect the sages to cook up such a conspiracy. Mark my words, when this is over, I'm getting evidence and exposing this whole thing to the public.
It's a good thing Lisa left this place when she
How does everyone
graduated.
feel?
Or something else.
Huh? What is it?
Did you know that there's always a beep every morning? Which is strange because I don't have an alarm clock, Paimon.
Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like it's coming from the Akasha terminal.
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
I heard it somewhere before.
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway.
There it is.
Traveler, did you hear that?
Time to start over again.
I heard it too. Our ears aren't messing with us. There was definitely a beep, but it sounded like it was coming from inside my head. We took off our Akasha terminals.
No time. Let's discuss this some more tomorrow.
Its expected length. At this rate, there may be casualties.
But we cannot lose all of our progress.
Runtime errors. I always say this. Sunk cost fallacy. I sure do love saying that word nowadays. Also, they care about casualties.
Paimon
Good
remembers
morning.
everything!
Good. You adapted quickly this time.
Should we go to the festival then?
We definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep. Why is that? But now we can at least confirm one thing. The Akasha definitely has something to do with whatever's trapping us in this cycle. Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. Why would the Akasha go this far if all it wants is everybody's wisdom?
It's extremely difficult for lab rats in an experiment to understand why they're being treated the way they are.
If we're lab rats,
It's
then what are
intentional,
you?
and that's intentional.
Ada, you've never told us anything about yourself.
When performing an experiment, it's
I
important if
guess I'm the
intelligent subjects are involved.
Moon?
Oh,
Wasn't that the result of our divination?
Okay.
Anyway, knowing who I am won't help you get closer to the truth, so you should focus on other things.
Information causes intelligent people to behave in different ways based on whether or not they have or don't have it.
Yesterday, so let's go find her. If Paimon's reading the time correctly, those kidnappers should be showing up soon.
That would have been a good thumbnail if my mouse wasn't in the goddamn way.
Ah, there you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt?
Dia?
What's wrong? Why are you both gawking at me like that?
You didn't get hurt this time.
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs.
So, I take it you've gotten used to your new sword?
Shh! How did you know about my greatsword? I haven't told anyone about it. Please, don't tell Miss Dunyarzad.
She's right there, you know.
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
Are you familiar with deja vu?
Anything strange? You already know that I got a new greatsword. If I had to say something, it's weird how such a new weapon could feel so familiar.
Like you've been training with it for over a month
as
now?
If I've already used it to fight a countless number of battles.
You're saying
more
that
specifically the same
although you
people,
don't
I
remember
don't know.
using it, your body feels like it does?
That's right. Both
They say
mercenaries
you can
and
never
warriors
forget how
heavily
to ride a
rely on
bike.
muscle memory. Only knowing the theory of battle won't get you anywhere.
Traveler, what do you think?
Akasha terminals are still involved.
Yeah, Paimon's feeling really hopeful.
Maybe we've made a breakthrough.
Oh, you're right! Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
Well, it's not like we've solved the mystery yet, but we're getting somewhere.
I have no clue what you two are talking about, but it's still dangerous here, so...
Yeah.
So you
Get
want
out
us
of here,
to
whatever.
take Dunyarzad somewhere else to rest while you check if there are still more kidnappers around, right?
How did you know what I was gonna say? Can you read minds?
Nah, I'm just Joseph Joestar.
Forget it. Go and do your thing.
You've given us all the help we needed.
Whew, it's finally nighttime. Aside from Dia not getting injured, everything seems to have stayed the same. Listen, Nahida, we found out that Dia got out just fine today, even though she got injured every other time she fought the kidnappers. Do you think the Samsara has been broken? Have we saved Dunyarzad?
No.
Really? Good job on all that progress. Get some good sleep tonight.
Hey, what kind of an answer is that?
Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge, but the only way you can know that for sure is if you experience tomorrow. How many todays has it been? Is it possible that today will be followed by yesterday? Does tomorrow truly exist as anything beyond a made-up concept? It's even possible that this entire world is a lie, and the history of the whole world has just been one endless Sub-Zero's festival.
Okay.
And next you're gonna tell me you live in a gacha game.
Brain is already shut down.
That's why it makes no sense to waste
And
your
if there's
energy
gonna be a
thinking about things
Kokomi
you
that
learn
shows
tomorrow.
up for the 2nd anniversary before you show up.
Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush your anxiety dookie away.
I swear, if the 2nd anniversary of this game ends up the exact same way as the 1st anniversary, there's going to be a riot.
People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk. That's why I suggested you could try that. Is that so strange?
Have you actually ever pooped before?
So strange and so against common sense that Paimon's at a loss for words. You were sounding kind of smart just a minute ago.
Looks like common sense is actually something you don't possess yourself, which makes enough sense, lol.
Yeah, even though it's happy and lively at the Sub-Zero's festival every day, it feels like it's been a long time since we've really gotten to relax. Let's go back to our room.
Continue the harvest. Compared to what we stand to achieve, these sacrifices are trivial.
Okay. Only evil people say that.
We're still in the same day!
Yeah?
Nahida, you already knew last night that we didn't break out of the Samsara? Why did you tell us?
Why did you assume we
Would there have
succeeded,
been a
Paimon?
You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out of reach. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity like that doesn't come by often, and I thought it might help you clear your minds.
Paimon thought that Duke did that! Whatever. Guess you were looking out for us after all.
Of course. In the time we've been together, you two have been everything to me.
Okay.
Paimon's flattered and everything, but maybe you're taking things a little fast.
You're probably not within the age of consent.
Even though I had asked you to solve this puzzle, you two are still the only ones who can see me and sense my presence.
I don't dream of bunny. I'm a rascal, and I dream of bunny girls.
Exist. That's why you two have been everything to me. Get it?
Nahida's talking about confusing stuff again.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new clues yesterday help you gain a new understanding of the situation?
I guess it's kind of like similar to how gods are assumed to work within Toho. As long as people believe in them, they'll continue to exist. But if people stop believing in them, kind of like how what's happening to Nahida, quote unquote, air quotes over here. Then it's thanks to us still believing in her existence, because, you know, we want to talk to her. To find our brother. That she is still able to at least exist, at least to us, at least. At least. I said a lot at least. Anyway, time loop, no.
Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory? Oh yeah, you're right! Gosh, how did we not notice that? In a simple time loop, people's physical condition should also reset.
So, what's your new hypothesis?
Time to use the thinking brain.
The moon, illusions, and lies. Mercenaries rely heavily on muscle memory. And Dia was able to use her experiences to avoid injury in later samsara cycles. The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We still hear it every night, even... Okay, Nahida said, the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate. We've already experienced the Sub-Zero's festival many times, and... I can't seem to
Alright, no. Then the sound, maybe.
If all our memories of a day are erased at the end of that day, then we would unwittingly relive that same day again and again.
Yeah, That was the other theory I have. If we're doing the exact same things over and over again, but time isn't rewinding, then more appropriately, something is still technically rewinding, and that would just simply be our heads. I already mentioned something about Alzheimer's, so I didn't need to explain that since I already, at least implicitly, mentioned the other theory I had.
Oh, then the beep we hear every night could just be indicating the deletion of our memories. That's why when we wake up, everyone thinks the Sub-Zero's festival hasn't happened yet. It's already the next day, but everyone still thinks it's the day before.
Theoretically,
But
if this
muscle
experiment keeps
memory
going, it'll be
can't be
the
erased.
season can
That's
pass.
why Dia has been getting better at using her greatsword. Now everything makes sense.
A brilliant deduction.
Nahida, tell us if we're right or wrong.
Come on, don't be.
To put it
Don't
simply,
rush.
it's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal fly for a firefly in the night. You lost sight of its true nature because
I've
you
never
focus
even
too
seen a
much on your
pyrocrystal
perception
fly.
that it glows.
That isn't simple at all.
I've never seen a pyrocrystal fly before, I'm sorry.
Why don't you go talk to Miss Dia again? You might learn something new.
Right. She did help us find our latest clue after all. Let's go.
Her muscle memory is her greatest asset right now. Do you have something else to say?
We don't have many more festivals to waste. Hurry and find the truth.
Yeah, but I gotta do the Duke. I'll be right back. I bought snacks. Let's continue this. As interesting as the story is right now, I'm genuinely not acting when I say I hate the time loop story thing that they're doing. Because I expected an adventure. Instead, here we are trapped inside Sumeru. It couldn't have been a more boring storyline. Actually, yeah, this... Oh my god, the doors.
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia also didn't get hurt today.
Get hurt? Why would I? Don't underestimate me.
Well, you're still getting used to your new greatsword.
And it appears you've gotten
Truth
quite
be
the good
told,
training.
I also think it's pretty strange. It just suddenly felt so familiar in my hands and... wait a second! How did you know I got a new greatsword to begin with? I didn't tell anyone about it.
I can even tell you what sword it was.
Explain the situation to her today. Paimon's gotten a little sick of doing it.
Well, wouldn't you assume I'd be the same? Anyway, there's no need to explain.
Oh, that works!
Muscle memory, right?
What happened to you guys while I was gone? Did you get brainwashed by some cult?
Yes.
Don't think too hard about it. Just take what we're saying at face value.
All right then, let me get this straight. You're telling me that my body's already gotten used to this greatsword, but my brain just doesn't remember it?
Yes, your memory's being erased every day.
Then I'd have to disagree. That's impossible.
Oh? Why do you think that?
If we've actually been reliving the Sub-Zeru's festival day after day, then what happened to the things we used, the money we spent, the food we ate? Common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long time ago. There's no way I wouldn't have noticed that.
Exactly. But if some bigwigs were behind this,
right? They could use
you know,
the
I just
Akasha
realized
to
we
record
do
what
sound
everyone
like
did
we're
that day,
fucking
and then use the city's resources to
cultists
replenish
right now,
everything.
talking about lizard
It's not
men
very likely, but it's
controlling
also
the
not
populace.
impossible.
No, it is impossible. I've got proof.
You have proof? Where?
Show us.
You two are surprisingly serious about this nonsensical discussion. Fine, I'll play along for a little longer. Come with me, Miss
Surprisingly
Dunyarzad.
open-ended.
Please come along as well. I still can't guarantee that this area is safe.
It is, don't worry.
Paimon can't believe
After
it's
all.
Dia who wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we were the ones taking her to see Dunyarzad.
Where's he taking us?
This is it.
Huh? This Genshin training dummy. What about it?
Does it belong to you?
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the result of several days' worth of practice. Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces by now?
Fair point.
That's true, but what if they did?
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous training sessions.
Which would be
I'm
pretty
a
hard to
professional
reproduce.
fighter. My martial school has always emphasized the importance of refined control. The force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated and deliberate. That's why I remember every mark on the dummy, as well as my state of mind as I made each strike. It's just as they say. Each swordsman has their own unique style, and even the same swordsman can't make the same cut twice. It would be impossible to copy these marks.
Thank you, Dea. You've given us new info.
What if they used some fancy machine to carve every single mark?
People often say that a camera's photo can never replace an artist's painting because the former has no spirit to it. The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks from the results of combat training.
Alright, let's start over from scratch again. Thanks, Dea.
Phew. Hope that cleared things up for you. Hey, is this that new brain exercise game that's been super popular with the scholars lately? It's surprisingly fun.
Wait, what? Can you tell us more?
Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage.
Wait, please tell me more about the game.
Well, back to square one. Is our memory deletion theory also wrong? But at least we've reached some other conclusions in the meantime.
Not a time loop. Not reality.
Yep, that's true. So, can we think of any new ideas right now?
So then...
Strange? Paimon feels like everything's been strange lately.
Why haven't we left this city yet?
Huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's really strange how we never thought of such a simple solution! Many things should become clear if we can confirm the flow of time outside of the city. Paimon can't believe it! Did we miss this because we're tunnel visioning too hard on our other theories? Or because we're just too tired?
It is as the diviner said.
How about we go back and ask Nahida? Maybe we've forgotten something about leaving the city.
Are we actually going to go outside the city now? I'm sick of this place. Imagine if at the end of this and all this becomes cleared up, it becomes a tradition every year to celebrate a festival the same way, like an entire month, non-stop, to celebrate this bullshit that happened.
You're back early today.
That'd be pretty
Did you
funny.
find something new?
Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not in a time loop. And we also aren't in the real world. But at the same time, we have a new question.
Have we ever left?
Leaving the city. As far as I remember, you've mentioned your plans to do that twice before.
I see.
We did? But we don't remember anything. What happened after we talked about those plans? What did we say when we got back?
Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. Oh, it's probably more accurate to say that both times you never came back the whole night. But you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway, so at the time, I didn't think too much about it.
I see.
It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigations. Before we know it, it'll already be the next day. But still, neither of us remember anything about leaving town.
Really? That's kinda strange. In theory, I should have already awakened all your memories.
Then this shall be our next step. Let's
Yep.
go out.
Something
Yeah,
here
well,
is
yeah.
definitely
Touch
fishy.
grass.
Let's get to the bottom of this tomorrow.
Time is of the essence. Are they gonna say anything? No, not this time.
Our memories are back!
Let's leave.
About that. Well, where should Paimon begin?
What are you talking about?
Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, I have another message for you.
Eh?
Listen to it and you'll understand.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zero's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
Ah.
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days worth of memories. Paimon will fill you in. It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday. Okay, let's go.
Yep. I expected this.
We don't have many more festivals to waste.
It's the same shit. Fuck off. You've already said that for however many times you've said it. We get it. Whether you're doing it intentionally or not, I don't care.
Why can't we leave the city? What is the Academia up to now?
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything. This is a direct order from the Grand Sage. Just wait until tomorrow.
I have a real emergency. My goods have already arrived at Port Ormos. If I don't hurry, they'll be stolen.
That's your problem. Make sure you make a request in advance next time.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
I
It
hate
looks like the
people who say
Academia
that.
already announced a lockdown for Sumeru City today. How completely unsurprising. Let's go and question them. Hello, sir. Why can't we leave the city today?
Here we go again. Don't ask me. I don't know either.
You know someone
We just
who
received
does?
an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru today. They didn't tell us anything else.
Distrust.
Angering me won't get you anywhere. If I had that kind of insider info, I would have left this stupid post long ago.
It looks like he really doesn't know.
Let's just
If
bust
we
out of
can't
here.
get anything out of him, let's take matters into our own hands. Why don't we climb over the walls? Those guards can't be everywhere at once. This is a good spot, and the guard hasn't noticed us at all. Let's hurry!
These walls are not that tall. It is really easy to get out as it is to get in via just climbing.
Huh? Why? Are you going to leave Paimon behind?
We need to split up for our... We need a control group, and that'll be you, Paimon.
But what if things get really weird out there and you get into some trouble? Then Paimon won't be able to help you.
I'll be back here tomorrow anyway.
Paimon knows that Paimon can't do much, but we've always been together, haven't we?
It'll only be for a day.
Okay. Paimon will wait for you.
Fist bump.
Promise Paimon that you'll come back as soon as possible. Just a quick look.
If I had a face cam, I'd do a whole... or whatever, but you didn't see the post I just did. I don't know why I did that. Whatever,
And
let's just go.
please, be careful.
Well, aren't we glad we had a control group?
Memories! Traveler!
I see.
Paimon would never see you again! You just disappeared! Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back! You promised Paimon that you were only taking a quick look.
I promise.
Paimon, calm down. She's here now. I don't think she understood what you were saying.
Paimon doesn't care! Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay! Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day!
I see. Well, I'm back now at least. I said I'd be back tomorrow.
Okay. Paimon will forgive you. The most important thing is that you didn't actually disappear. Oh, Paimon was so scared that you had gone into another world.
Okay.
I'm not going into
Paimon,
another world until I get my brother back, you idiot.
Of what really happened yesterday. I see. Using two people's different perspectives.
After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you disappeared in an instant.
I got Thanos.
No way! Paimon was watching you with the fullest
I gotta
attention.
go, my home planet needs
What's
me.
your perspective, Traveler? You sure you don't have any memory of this?
Well, that could be proof enough, don't you think?
I guess
Yeah,
that
I
explains
really
everything.
hate this.
You
I
also
thought
lost
for
your
sure we'd
memories the
finally be
last
able to
two
get
times
out.
You tried to leave the city.
But no, we
Those
gotta
days'
make this way
memories
more
can't be
complicated,
awoken.
don't we?
So,
And yes,
we
we
leave the
definitely
city,
want to let
our
the player
memories will
stay
be
here for
completely
longer
erased?
because isn't this city so great? Isn't this time loop, not time loop storyline so interesting?
It really sounds like something big outside of the city is being hidden on purpose. But this way, we'll also never discover what's outside.
What else other than memories?
Something like a message? But how can we send it back?
Don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at.
No pressure, don't worry about it.
Well, okay. You want something that can pass on messages, right? Give me some time and take care of Dunyarzad for me.
Nani?
Yep, now we're talking.
Good luck. Oh, here comes another of those weird transitions. Okay, that one was just weird.
I'm done. Here you go.
Took you long enough.
Isn't this just an Akasha terminal?
You made some little changes. Akasha terminals are already capable of sending messages. I just tweaked it
So
that
you're
it can
capable
connect
of
to any
reverse
node.
engineering it. Why haven't you
To
done
make
it yet?
something like this? Nahida, you really know the Akasha like the back of your hand. Anyway, we can use this now to record a message, right?
Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. I just can't guarantee the user's status and signal coverage when they're outside the city.
We'll never know until we try. At least we're taking the initiative now.
As usual, you'll be the control subject.
Let's go then. Let's expose those sages. All right. Paimon isn't as worried about being separated since it happened once yesterday. But Paimon still isn't happy about it.
As I promised yesterday already, I think. Although I don't remember it. See you tomorrow.
Okay. See you tomorrow, Traveler. That covers everything that's happened so far.
I see.
Yes. Although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed to receive 2 messages from you when you were outside.
Okay, now that you understand what's going on, let's hear the messages together.
Context is important. Tie mo in a
Can't
bottle!
go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zero's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights.
The abyss.
All these spaces are empty, except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left the Sumeru City space when you set foot outside of the walls. But everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside. That's unbelievable.
Pocket
And if we
dimensions.
take your word for it, the other spaces all had very weird contents.
There's another part here. I only received it last night.
What?
These spaces have been disappearing, one after the other, absorbed by something like a sun in the sky. And now, even the final space has also disappeared.
So are we in our final day?
Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
I have a feeling my memory wasn't just erased. I think more than just my memory was erased.
What are those spaces?
I think erased isn't
Probably
even the correct
because
word to
yesterday
use
just
anymore.
happened to end at that moment.
Oh, right. Paimon did hear a beep from the Akasha. Did it come from here or from the message?
The message. It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha Terminal.
After the beep, Traveler said even the final spaces also disappeared.
Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
Simulation.
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common: a lack of human presence.
And that's how most NPCs are.
My impression is that each day in this samsara only ends at the sound of that beep from the Akasha. Was that space actually the real world? But wouldn't a real space just randomly disappearing like that be catastrophic?
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beep, the final space, the Sub-Zero's festival, also disappears, and we're taken to the next day. Later on, Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces materializing behind them. Do lots of new spaces appear every day?
There's really no need for the interpretation, but since there's voice acting, I feel the need to do the elaboration.
Consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, it was just a game where a bunch of gods fought over 7 seats. So no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface, maybe all they point to in the end is a small and simple secret.
Wow, the Archon War, huh? That's an analogy and a half.
I think that goes beyond analogies. The Archon War was a big and astronomical thing. But anyway. See you tomorrow. I need to puzzle this like Apollo Justice.
Hey, where are you going?
So, I just realized, how the hell are people gonna tell the tales of our adventures in the Dendro place? Because all three of our previous adventures so far had been quite understandable. Oh, there was a dragon terrorizing a city. Everyone knows what a dragon is. Everyone knows what it means to terrorize. But then the traveler came in and saved the day. Liyue is kinda mostly the same, isn't it? And then in Inazuma, the great political bullshittery. I forgot the proper word for it. But don't worry. The traveler helped a rebellion and revolted against the corrupt society. And the world was changed of Inazuma forever. For the better. All thanks to her. And Dendro. Okay, so first we need to talk about time loop only, except that information is actually gonna be useful, but I'll contextualize that later, because I also need to explain about this thing called parallel universes. Oh, and did you know about this god that...
Do you want some alone time to think? Alright then, Paimon won't disturb you.
it's like the plot of JoJolion. You can explain previous 7 parts nicely enough. Like Phantom Blood, Vampires, Part 2.
The dance of
Stronger
Sub-Zero is about
vampires.
to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Okay.
Part 3. Punching ghost dudes.
We still have some
Part
other stuff
4.
to do first.
Serial killer.
Okay then.
Part
See you
5.
later.
Gangster story.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler? Time is ticking away.
I may have found something.
Awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know.
Part
Wait,
6.
no. Let's
Prison
meet up with
story.
Nahida first.
Part
You can tell
7.
us both together.
Horse
This
race.
time we're gonna get to the truth.
Part 8. Amnesia story. But actually, it's a mystery. But actually, it's a fucking calamity story. Childhood. Motherhood. Like, it just doesn't make sense. It definitely doesn't help that there's just a whole bunch of shit that Araki just really didn't probably just have the time to think through properly because it was a monthly serialization. Which is probably why he's really taking his time with JoJo Lands. He learned the mistakes he had in JoJolion, and now he's planning things out before he begins making any drawings. And he's making sure he has a very good idea of what he wants to do before he decides to put in what could potentially be another 12 years developing a story.
You're back! I've been waiting forever for you two. Judging by the looks on your faces, are you ready
I
to
hope
take your
JoJo Lands
Sub-Zero's
will be
exam
great.
and graduate from the festival?
As Sakurai said, a rushed game is forever bad. So, but a good game, if you delay a game, it could be good. I forgot how the quote went as well. Dang it. Okay, sure.
Okay. First off, have you discovered the hidden truth?
Still this, huh?
People in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon. The moon, illusions, and lies. All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common. A lack of human presence.
Wait, what? I didn't do anything. That just appeared on
Those
its own.
spaces remind me of dreams. Like the one I had in the Avidia forest. Except these have no sign of human presence.
No, don't submit conclusion. Associate.
We are all in a dream. It isn't that the people of Sumeru don't dream. Rather, the Akasha is taking their dreams from them.
There we go. Finally. Took us long enough to get to this really obvious conclusion, but like I had my doubts honestly that it wasn't just dreams. I did say something about a simulation, but like I said that couldn't be true. For all I know, these were parallel universes or something. They were creating parallel universes. However, I don't think even the academia had that kind of technology, so I was ultimately in a rut, but it appears we've finally arrived at the truth, and I can say for certain now, I can say this for certainty now rather than say it and look like an idiot. Because yeah, whenever I try to think up a theory and say it out loud, I usually just come out as an idiot, so I'm just... I know some people will always doubt that I'm correct with things, especially if I do play off of this mindset of just holding back. So I often just decide, but I don't technically hold back. I say stuff to implicitly imply that I have an idea. You see? That way, even if I come out wrong, no one, as long as no one thinks too hard about the stuff that I talked about, no one will ever have to think of me as an idiot, as long as I just imply my stupid thoughts. Anyway, let's just go.
People in Sumeru think they don't dream, but the truth is the Akasha steals their dreams without them knowing it. And those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. That would explain why they sounded so weird when she was trying to describe them. Huh. So people in Sumeru do dream after all. In fact, we're all in one big dream together right now.
Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable of this?
Well... Okay, here we go.
And it grants knowledge to the people. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace.
Huh.
It is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate.
Okay, so we gotta interpret before you can submit. Interesting. No, shit, fuck.
Doesn't sound...
I meant this.
Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their power from the Dendro Archon, right? That would explain why the Akasha has the ability to control people's dreams, too. But is stealing everyone's dreams really how the Akasha compiles their wisdom? Isn't there anything more to it than that?
Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming.
Quite the opposite.
In other
That's
words,
why dreams are the way they
dreams
are.
rich bundles of human wisdom.
Whatever you say.
So in other words, the complete opposite of how Hypatia understood it. Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions, and the fact that no one dreams is a blessing from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So it was all a dirty trick? The real story is that the sages from the academia are using the Akasha to steal people's dreams for their own use, huh?
Okay.
Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the samsara?
It is actually quite a good way to call what we're experiencing a samsara. It may as well be literally samsara. Just go look up what samsara is in Hinduism. I don't feel like explaining, but if you know what it is, then it makes perfect sense. Anyway, I just finished eating my snacks. I'll be right back. I need some water. Do you need anything up, Mommy? Anyway, what were we doing? Frick, I forgot.
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We still hear it every night, even though we removed our Akasha terminals. Those spaces kept disappearing before my eyes. But as soon as that beep sounded, many more spaces materialized. Those dreamscapes kept vanishing. But as soon as that beep sounded, more new spaces appeared. Grand Sage said, go celebrate the birth of that god. My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. We've already experienced the Sub-Zeru's festival many times, and... I can't seem...
I didn't expect that to be correct. Alright, something about dreams. Memories being stolen.
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state, but also separating their consciousness from their own dream. Their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the Sub-Zeru's festival along with everyone else's, while their now vacant dreams are harvested by the Akasha. No one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream, and so begins another samsara cycle. People wake up to yet another dream about the Sub-Zeru's festival. The dreams that belong to them
simply,
are once again
everyone is
harvested by the
sleepwalking.
Akasha. And so it continues.
So, this is like a dream factory, and the Akasha is a dream harvesting machine.
Someone called Doremi sweet. She's probably really pissed off at this.
Very good, Paimon. Using analogies well is an excellent habit to get into.
Okay.
Not really.
So that beep we keep hearing
Maybe?
is
I don't
actually
know.
from
I've never
our
considered it.
real-life Akasha terminals. Taking off our terminals in this stream doesn't do anything.
All right, last question. Who am I?
Aw, this is so lame because I already know.
They say that alchemical divination is the Dendro Archon's divine revelation. So then, if Nahida has referred to herself as the moon... Now that I think about it, wasn't illusions a hint that we're all dreaming?
Yeah, I thought that from the very beginning.
Wasn't illusions hinting at the sage's deception of Sumeru's people?
I always paid attention to my dreams better, usually whenever I go for the moon card. Because what's more psychic and delusion and deceptive than a dream? Something that occurs in your mind and nowhere else. In other words, something that never happened. But you remember it happening. Much like how a deceiver would tell a made-up story and insist that it is real. The moon is the second most confusing card for me in the tarot, and I really hate it. The first being the Wheel of Fortune. I hate that card a lot. But that's enough about me and my hobbies with tarot divination.
So you noticed.
Right from the very beginning, sadly. I've been spoiled with the answer. Yo, what up, Dendro Archon?
I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last.
Sadly,
That wasn't hard at all.
Hoyoverse didn't want it to be hard.
Everything about you is different. We just didn't want to expose you is all. Now that you mention it, Nahida, you've been hinting to us since the very beginning.
She sure
It's
was.
funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali, Paimon didn't expect to meet you like this.
I wanted to ask you some stuff, but I think we need to resolve this incident first, shouldn't we?
Yes, those can wait until we're back in real life. On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions you have about here and now.
Oh boy, here we go.
You asked me this question before. My answer was, it would literally blow your minds. Now that you know this is all a dream, this answer should hopefully make more sense. Have you heard the saying, don't wake a sleepwalker? Likewise, if someone suddenly had told you all this instead of you learning it on your own, your notion of reality and dream would be thrown into irreversible confusion. I couldn't expose you to that kind of risk. That's why I could only give you very subtle hints and some suggestions. Long story short, I'm really sorry I had to keep you guessing.
I didn't mind.
Firstly, this dream we're in is completely based on reality. People have already experienced this Sub-Zero's festival, so it would be very difficult for them to find anything that strikes them as surreal. Secondly, you're probably wondering why people don't have any memories from earlier samsara, right? That's because people don't remember their dreams most of the time anyway. And in any case, their actual dreams are being taken away from them by the Akasha. So whenever they wake up in this dream of the Sub-Zero's festival, they don't remember anything from their previous identical dream.
That reminds Paimon. Traveler had a dream when we were in the Avidia forest, but couldn't see what it was about after waking up. Is that an example of what you mean?
Yes. Only after receiving the blessing of Dendril can a person gain the Dendril element's dream-enhancing power. That explains the feelings of déjà vu. Meanwhile, everyone else has no idea that they are in the Sub-Zero's festival samsara, while their dreams are stolen from them over and over again.
Can humans really keep dreaming forever like this? Will it ever end? And if so, when?
It's not impossible.
You might say your mental fatigue has already answered this question.
In real
Eventually,
life,
there's only so much that people can tolerate.
Comatose people upon waking up.
Especially those whose health is compromised to begin with, like Dunyarzad. This relentless exploitation takes an even harder toll on them.
People's lives are at stake here, and nobody knows a thing! We've got to put a stop to this!
Another government conspiracy. Ugh.
I know, right? Why did they have to base this dream on my birthday? Could it really just be a coincidence?
No.
Even you don't know the reason? Wow, now that's strange.
The Academia sages are determined to harvest lots of dreams in a short time.
For certain, the Academia just hates you in general already.
Unfortunately, I don't know anything about it. Traveler,
They're
do you have any information?
Wait, what?
Grand Sage said, go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
Celebrate the birth of that god? Could it mean... deceiving the people of Sumeru with no regard for their safety. No matter what they're trying to do, this is unforgivable. After we end the Sub-Zero's festival samsara, we have to look into them.
How can the sages of the Academia do this behind their Archon's back? This is ridiculous!
They clearly don't care about you.
I'm just the moon. The real sun is long gone.
A sun and a moon? Nahida's talking in riddles again.
I wouldn't call you the moon.
Oh, we're out of time today.
I'll tell you how to break free of the samsara tomorrow.
I say, you
See
come
you then.
after the sun. You are judgment. Soon enough, anyway, you will be. I just know it.
Good morning, Nahida. Wait.
The
Now that
Greater
Paimon
Lord was
remembers
the
everything,
sun.
should we instead say good morning,
Not
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
not the sun, the star I meant to say. Bleh.
Hey, what's wrong, Nahida? You don't look too good.
Dunyarzad?
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
Did Dunyarzad already disappear? No way. Are we too late?
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
I see.
Paimon can't believe it. Wait, so what about that other Dunyarzad? Just what is she?
She'll
Is she
keep
also going to
existing.
disappear?
Because if she
She's
didn't,
actually
then
something like a puppet, but not completely. The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role in this dream. So another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees, that Dunyarzad is just a building block of the dream that helps to keep it going.
But personality-wise, she's nothing like the real Dunyarzad.
she has no personality.
Puppets are stiff and can't copy a living person's vitality. After all, they're just there as filler. You know, speaking of which, the old Dunyarzad might not have been too different from a puppet.
Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness, and it was you who inspired her. So you do remember her after all.
You tried your
Yes.
best.
Back then, her family was overly protective of her. No one cared about her personality or thoughts. It was as if she only lived to stall her Elazar. I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she still...
You tried your best.
Far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon. I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I wouldn't have let my most faithful follower die at the Sub-Zerus festival with so many regrets.
Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida. It's the sage's fault, and theirs alone.
I'm not beating myself up. All I did was to rationally observe the distance between myself and a real Archon.
Don't be like that, Nahida. Even real Archons are still allowed to be sad.
Even gods make mistakes. Look at us, for
To
example.
prevent more tragedies like this, we must end the samsara as soon as possible.
Great, but how do we do that?
Although the Sub-Zerus festival dream is under the Akasha's
I'm of the
control,
belief that if it
only
wasn't for us
humans can
humans,
dream.
Earth
Even the
wouldn't live
Akasha
as
is
long as
unable
it
to create
has
them.
right now.
That means this dream belongs to a host who created it.
Huh?
Anyway,
So,
I'd say
how should we find that person?
I'd say Dun's death is a bit more impactful than that fucking
Then everything
War
here
Revolution
must
guy
come
in
from deep within
Inazuma.
their consciousness. Which means,
Now
with
this
the
is
power
what
of
now this is
imagination,
motive
they
to
can
beat
change
up some
anything in this
governments.
dream.
Imagination? What do you mean by that?
You can't hurt me, Jack.
Imagination means breaking through what you perceive as normal.
Not really.
Like when the server at a tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally assume that food is on it. However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that you're dreaming, when you imagine gold and more on the plate, the dream will respond in kind, and the server really will bring you gold and mora. But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many times they're served, it will always be food.
The host is me.
Find some way to make that person realize that they're dreaming. Usually, once that happens, the person will wake up and the dream samsara will be broken.
Will I reach
How
Nirvana
are we going
then?
to find them, though? If It could be anyone. If
I
they
don't
went looking
I
for
don't
a
think
needle in a
waking up
haystack.
and going back to
And even if we
reality.
did find them, how are we
I don't
supposed to
think
make them
anyone can
realize they're
consider that
dreaming?
nirvana.
After all, like you said, don't wake a sleepwalker.
It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two. Remember, everything you've achieved up to this point has all been for the sake of finding the host and ending the samsara. As for me, during this time, I'll be out of town.
What?
Out of town? Are you going to that place full of dreams where the traveler went?
Yes, I want to try something. There must still be a small wisp of possibility.
Oh, good luck with that. I'll be doing my own things.
Dreams are supposed to be fantastical, romantic, and full of pleasant surprises. Unnecessary things like this samsara need to end.
Indeed.
Paimon's still a little upset that we've come this far only for Dunyarzad to...
No point crying over spilled milk
She
at
was
this
such a
point.
good person, with such a simple wish. But fate was against her. Yeah, saving Dunyarzad is what kept us going this whole time. But we mustn't lose hope, Traveler. Dunyarzad would definitely want to see us save everyone else. So let's break the samsara for her sake.
Well,
Paimon's
at least we
wondering,
know for sure it
do
wasn't
you
her.
think the sages would get one of their own to be the host of this stream? Feels like it would be easier to control it that way, no?
No. I already said this. I already explained this, but when you're doing a research and you're researching live specimens, you gotta control what information they receive as well. If someone knows they're being experimented on, well, that's just no good. Because then they would change the way they behave, whether they know it or not.
Huh. That's true. Plus, the sages probably weren't counting on there being other factors beyond their control, like Nahida and us. So, who do you think the host of the dream is?
Ferris.
Oh, that would make sense. Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is a symbol of the whole Sub-Zero's festival, right?
What about
Pretty
Nilu?
core character. Let's go ask him some questions, shall we?
Maybe it's Nilu. My other guess is Dea. And again, I do think the dream is... the dreamer is just the traveler herself. Those are my 3 guesses, alright? Just this once, I will be vocal. And of course, the one time I decide to be vocal about my theories, it's going to be when I'm most absolutely wrong. I just know it. What is up with the art here? Why is it telling us to go walk like this? Oh, you're a mercenary. Why are you wearing green? Anyway, I mean, yeah,
You're back.
we did
You left in a
invent
hurry last time.
factories
Is
and
everything
fucking
okay?
NFTs. But it's also thanks to us that we're able to preserve animals that normally would have just gone extinct if it weren't for our prevention.
Would you mind
And there are some
part in a
animals
little
that are pretty
experiment
reckless with the environment.
An experiment? That came out of nowhere. I'm listening, though. What do you need me to do?
Could you make a wish?
Yes. Open one of those boxes, make a wish, and imagine it that it's inside those boxes.
You want me to make a wish? Is that a new Sub-Zero's festival tradition or something?
No.
Less questions, more wishing!
Okay.
Also, we're kind of doing
My
this
wish.
experiment terribly.
My wish. Okay. I'm a little nervous saying this out loud, but I want Miss Dunyarzad to be happy.
Aww.
Oh.
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down, and she wasn't really talking to anyone. She just doesn't seem like herself. She's always so gentle and kind, and all the kids love her. I've also
She
wondered
better
if the
not come
reason
back
she
to
asked me
life.
to be fairest knight
Her
of flowers
sacrifice
is
would
because
be
I'm
would be
special to
pointless
her
if she
or
did.
something.
So, you have a crush on Dunyarzad?
Oh, is it that obvious? After what I just said, I guess it is. When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, she said to me, "I want everyone to have a happy Sub-Zeru's festival." What she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. In that moment, I just wanted to be her Knight of Flowers for the rest of my life. 50 years, 100 years, I'll serve her till the end of time.
Wholesome. Hope you get the girl.
Okay, yeah, that was a bit much. Felt like the right moment to get it off my chest, but that was pretty embarrassing.
A child is actually
Okay,
watching us.
I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
Let's see.
I'm gonna open my eyes. Oh, you're...
What?
Fucky? Sorry, but only one portion of Yalda candies per person. Back home you go. Nice try, you two. Anyway, never mind. I don't need to see her appear right in front of me. As long as she's happy.
Guess he isn't the host of this dream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy.
If someone hears us saying host of this dream, I'll just say, the host of this festival. It's so dreamlike. It's so amazing. It's almost like a dream.
Idea that she...
My lady, step back.
Okay, so let's see if
That
Dea...
sounds like Dia! Oh, right. This is
Or
when
Dia,
Dunyarzad bumps into the kidnappers.
Like the... I'm sick of them.
Huh? But Dia can handle them. Hey, Traveler!
This is what we call venting stress, Paimon. Here, allow me to give you a proper demonstration. Well, hey, Taylor! It's been a while since I saw him. Her. I don't actually know her gender. I'll just assume she's a girl. I think it's much safer to assume everyone is a girl other than... I'll handle it this time.
Hey, this is my job. The homie Yannis pay me, not you.
What the fuck's this? Wait, Second Wind, the mod for Zelda. Fuck. This came out of left field for me. I don't actually care about this mod. I actually don't remember why. Wow, they're getting that gold fast. Best of luck to them. I said I'll handle them.
Fine, alright, knock yourself out. Why are you so worked up anyway? It's not like I don't trust your fighting skills. Anyway, watch yourself.
Unlike her.
So you got yourself some backup. Suit yourself. You're going down.
Unlike her, I'm not using a backup blade I recently just got.
A new punching bag.
Propagate! Germinate! Boom boom! Ha! No touching!
We're way behind schedule.
No more tricks up your sleeve.
Access denied. Motion to compel.
Ah, they bought backup.
All hail! No touching! Boom boom! To let the show be... Breath of the flame! Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys?
Yes.
You and Nahida both. Dunyarzad wouldn't want to see you two like this. Oh, and speaking of her,
Normally I'd say something about a therapist, but considering the situation, that's impossible, huh?
Before the Samsara started, we came here with Dunyarzad because she wanted to pick something up. She said it was because she had forgotten something.
Ah, that plot point. I thought that would never be resolved.
Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere around here. She pointed it out to us the night before the Sub-Zero's festival.
Well, she is dead now, but, let's snoop.
Yeah, even if it's only a tiny clue, it'll probably still help us more than this needle in a haystack search.
I'd say it's more of a haystack and a needle at this point.
It's rude to enter other people's spaces without permission, but desperate times call for desperate measures.
I mean, it's a dream. Do we gotta be philosophical about whether or not it's
The
actually...
windows are unlocked. Okay, Paimon's gonna take a peek inside.
Wow, Paimon's a natural criminal.
This was only a temporary residence, so there was pretty much nothing inside except this book on the table.
That makes
Should
things
we open it?
That made it. Now it's actually a blessing in disguise that it's only a hotel. After almost 16 days, I was finally able to get these notes written before the Sub-Zero's festival. Once the festival ends, you and Paimon will probably continue your journey immediately. I was hoping that I'd be able to give this to you before that. This is a compilation of folk legends concerning Lesser Lord Kusanali, created from a series of interviews that I conducted in succession and wrote down. I interviewed so many people, but I'm afraid that there are very few who know much about her. Still, I hope that this will be of use to you in your search for her. Aww. Gandharva Bill's water supply was once contaminated. After Mom passed away, super afraid. There was once a time I'd have a wee bit too much to drink. Couldn't find my way home. Many more, apparently.
Wow, Dunyarzad wrote all of this. Sounds like she was always thinking of us even while we were away. Even though she was also busy preparing for the Sub-Zero's festival and had all her health problems to worry about. She must have wanted to give this to us as a gift on the day of the Sub-Zero's festival, right?
Trying to live her life without regrets, eh?
If we hadn't found this book, we never would have known. But now that we know, we can't even thank her. Hey! Where are you off to now?
Okay, for sure. Hard calling it. Never mind, I'm afraid to hard call it. Okay, fine. Hard calling. The dreamer of this dream is just us. It's been us this whole time. I mean, think about it. We were the latest person to get the device and the Samsara festival. It started shortly after we arrived and met up with her. And it is a bit coincidental. So it would make a bit more sense for it to be the second guess I had, which was Dia. But she's a mercenary. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we're gonna wake up now.
It's Dunyarzad's puppet.
I am approaching you. I can't say thank you unless I approach you.
Traveler? You
I
must
can't
be
show you my
exhausted.
gratitude unless I approach you.
Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago.
I've been recording for nearly 3 hours now. So yes. This is why I hate the culture of binge watching. I really think it's just way better to consume things a little bit at a time rather than, because this is just exhausting doing this. I mean, I'm having fun, but like
Paimon still remembers
it's only a
when we
matter
were
of time
sitting
before the
there, and the way her
exhaustion
eyes sparkled when she talked
overweighs
about Nilu's dance of Sub-Zeros.
outweighs, not overweighs. Before the exhaustion outweighs the fun you're having. Before you know it, you reach the end and are left with a sour taste in your mouth rather than a fun, happy one.
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
Oh, hello.
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Yes, Traveler. What is it?
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, how come...
I have a hunch.
What? Where are we going this time?
Let's dance. Okay, so is it actually going to be Nilo? I've already made my hard call that Sophia's the dreamer, so it'd be too late now. But hey, she was also one of my... I mean, she was the only other character as well that actually had a unique
If you
sprite
continue
for
to
her.
resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer.
Shut up!
The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
We're dancing.
How did things turn out like this? Traveler? You don't have to get involved. He's a sage from the academia. I don't want to drag
I already
him into
said this before the Samsara, but remind me the part where that's my problem.
Doing? If you get arrested by the academia, that's another day gone to waste! Wait, they're not reacting! Have they been scared stiff?
I know it.
Oh, of course! If this is the sage's plan, they wouldn't put themselves through this! So they're just substitutes!
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage?
Haha. Hey, flowers. Beautiful flowers.
Like I said, they symbolize the goddess of flowers. It's just a shame that all the real Bodhisattvas went extinct after her death.
So,
Yes.
is the CG
The Greater
anime,
Lord
is the
brought forth
pre-rendered
new
cutscene going to be
Bodhisattvas
her
in
dance?
memory of the goddess of flowers.
If so, hell
But
yeah.
she ultimately could never
be
truly
pretty
replicate
neat.
that beautiful shade of purple.
Purple.
That beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real Bodhisattvas? Just like the ones from the legend? I didn't even notice. Dunyarzad, did you find these?
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the goddess of flowers passed away? So
Okay,
how...
so she's the dreamer.
Yeah. What's going on here?
Close your eyes.
Huh? You guys are acting weird. But okay, I'll try. Hey!
Whoosh.
It disappeared! So Nilu's the host! What a surprise! Purple body Saras don't exist in the real world anymore. But in Nilu's subconscious, they can appear as decorations on the stage. It's just like the example Nahida told us. People assume there will be food on a plate, and Nilu assumed there would be real Patty Saras in the flower pots. So when you saw the flowers, you instantly knew it was Nilu?
Yes, I definitely noticed the color of the flowers.
But if we want to end the samsara,
Not like I'm
we need the host
colorblind.
to become aware that they're dreaming. How should we make Nilu realize that?
Make her go
Am I
through the
dreaming?
bullshit that Nanahira put us through? Too late? We were talking out loud in hindsight.
So I'm right. Is this Lesser Lord Kusanali responding to our celebration of the Sabzeruz festival?
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. The point is, what made you think this is a dream? As far as you know, people in Sumeru don't dream, right?
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage? To prevent a calamity, he went on a journey to find the Dendro Archon.
Oh, I know that
sounds
story.
familiar. Dunyarzad told us a story like that when we first arrived in Sumeru City. So it was about the first sage, huh?
Yep, but in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage yet. There's more to the story. His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendro Archon, and she finally gave her blessing to him. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all the knowledge he could comprehend. Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, "I miss my parents, my wife, and my children. I've been away from home for far too long. They must be worried." The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, the sage found himself lying in his bed, as if he had just woken up from a dream. His wife, lying next to him, said, "You're off to search for the Dendro Archon today, aren't you? Have a safe journey, my love." In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City and founded the Academia. What a happy ending.
Well, that's one hell of a Laplace's
the first
demon.
sage was dreaming ever since the beginning of the story? He never went on his journey?
Yeah, one hell of a
Yes,
Laplace journey.
But his
Dirt
faith
demon.
and determination were conveyed to the Dendro Archon, so she blessed him in the form of a dream.
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really interesting connection. But we really gotta wake up soon, like the sage in the story.
If you know, then we should all wake up soon.
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sabzeruz festival is almost over too.
And may you bless us. And do the honors. Hell yeah.
Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sabzeruz as beautiful as we can.
Hell yeah.
wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the Dance of Sub-Zerus.
Wow, she's an avid lucid dreamer. A natural, I mean, rather.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilu's dance.
I thought she was gonna finger snap and thunder shock for a second there. Yeah, so if this dream turns out to be Latlas's demon, just like the first sage.
Oh, good morning, traveler. Oh, Paimon feels like she's been asleep for the longest time.
I feel like I had a dream. It involved time traveling.
Paimon's head feels super heavy. Did we oversleep? Do you even remember going to sleep last night? Paimon thinks it was after the Sub-Zero's festival.
I need it. I got some dust in my eyes.
Have we finally escaped from the Sub-Zero Samsara?
Let's check.
Quick! Take off your Akasha terminal! She's not in her room. What happened? Huh? What usual spot?
Everyone needs to check their calendar. What the Catherine?
Well done, Traveler and Paimon. And thank you, Dunyarzad, for organizing the Sub-Zero's festival for me.
I'm sorry, who are...
Dunyarzad! You're okay! Oh, don't scare us like that!
There's no need for you to take on
Traveler
Catherine's
Paimon.
shape.
I have something amazing to tell you. I just had a dream, and I saw Nilu performing the dance of Sub-Zerus.
Okay, I hate that. I hate this. Hey, what? Huh? Oh, you We got a constellation! Yo! There we go, now I can actually get some energy from using my skill. Fuck yeah! Looks like Act 3 is already available as well. Or I thought Act. I guess we haven't technically started Act 3 yet either. Anyway, I want to see how much more energy I can do now. I can get now. Okay, so now I feel like I cried for absolutely no reason. And now I'm just upset. I was already upset. As I've already stated, I didn't like how the story was playing out. Where are the enemies? I mean, just as a fucking... Oceans said when talking about bad criticism for My Hero Academia, just because a story doesn't go the way you expect it doesn't mean you should criticize it based on how it wasn't the story you yourself wanted to write and listen to. You know, the same advice terrible writing advice gave, but like, come on, Genshin is an open world game. If people are upset... yeah, speaking of Zelda, now that I said it, I hope the story for Breath of the Wild 2 sets a new precedence on how open world stories should be told. Because Breath of the Wild had good everything. Except for maybe the dungeons, as well as definitely not the story. I'm an idiot. I didn't use my... No, it was instinct, come on, they were cryo slimes. I wanted to see how much damage my Yanfei could do. Yes, the secret 6-star character. Just like Timmy. Okay, here's some mushroomies. Anyway, I am through with this game. It is 22:48. Okay, that is still shit, but it is 80 energy. So yeah, I just really need more.
We're way behind. Access denied.
God, and we also only had one fight throughout that 3-hour-long grind. Come on. Sneak attack. Are you kidding me?
Motion to compel.
Dang it, my elemental mastery already fell off. Yanfei decided to be a smart girl and attack the enemy that didn't have Hydro on them. Oh, one last thing. If the opportunity is so graciously. Remarkable condition.
Let's appraise the value on this.
Aw, I was wrong on my hard read. Have I ever considered maybe the reason why anytime I vocalize my hard read, it's because I'm always wrong in the first place? It's just that I say I'm right at the very end, because I went through literally every possibility in my head. And I just said, one of the 100 things I thought of, what turned out to be true. I just never said them, so they're correct. Anyway, I'll beat up these guys, and then I'll go. Wow, look at them having a good time. Right in your crotch. Oh, come on, how are these guys so perceptive?
I'm getting sick of this.
How can you have a fun time if you're always on edge?
Born of ice and frost. Didn't see that coming.
Fuck, how many bolts are loaded in that crossbow?
Beautiful treasures are a cause for great happiness.
Crossbows don't work like that. No. Alright, let's make sure I don't log in fighting those guys again. Ah. What if Act 3 isn't actually ready yet? Ah, whatever, I've been recording for 3 hours, I just want to sleep. Now.